The illusion of love, unveiling the psychological triggers of female attraction and long-term connection. The digital age has presented a paradox in the realm of relationships. While connectivity has never been easier, genuine connection seems increasingly elusive. We are bombarded with dating advice, strategies, and supposed secrets to attracting the opposite sex. Yet many find themselves trapped in cycles of fleeting encounters and unfulfilled desires. You probably clicked on this video because of the thumbnail, a visual promise of unlocking the mysteries of female attraction. But superficial understanding is a dangerous game. This essay aims to delve deeper, to challenge the conventional wisdom, and to expose the often uncomfortable truths that lie beneath the surface of romantic relationships. It challenges you to listen closely, to watch until the very end, because by the time we're through, your entire perspective on women, love, and attraction will shift forever. What if I told you that everything you think you know about love is a lie? The prevailing narrative often paints a simplistic picture. Women, we're told, fall for the nicest guy, the richest guy, or the best-looking guy. But the truth is far more nuanced, far more complex, and far more intriguing. Women don't love men, at least not in the way you think they do. They don't fall solely for your face, your money, or even your personality. They fall for something deeper, more primal, more psychological. And if you don't understand it, you'll always feel like love is some kind of mystery you can't solve. This isn't about diminishing the importance of qualities like kindness, generosity, or ambition. Rather, it's about recognizing that these attributes are often perceived through a filter of emotional experience. The true key to unlocking lasting connection lies in understanding how to evoke specific feelings, how to create a dynamic that resonates with a woman's deepest desires and needs. By the end of this exploration, you won't just understand how women think. You'll know how to make them feel something so powerful, so unforgettable, that they'll never forget you. The journey begins with a fundamental shift in perspective, a willingness to abandon the comfortable myths and embrace the often uncomfortable realities of human attraction. It requires a critical examination of the societal narratives that shape our understanding of love and relationships, and a willingness to challenge the assumptions that have been ingrained in us from a young age. Before we continue, I've got something special for you, a free ebook, The Female Mind Control Handbook. It's a provocative title, perhaps, but it reveals the hidden secrets to making any woman crave you. It's not about manipulation, but about understanding the psychological levers that drive attraction. Let's dive in and confront the first, and perhaps most unsettling, truth. Women don't love you. They love how you make them feel. Sign 1. The architect of emotion, the power of evoking feelings. Women don't love you. Not your face, not your wallet, not even your personality. What they love is how you make them feel. This statement, stark and uncompromising, serves as the cornerstone of our exploration. It challenges the conventional wisdom that love is a rational choice, a carefully calculated decision based on a set of desirable qualities. Instead, it posits that love, at least from a woman's perspective, is primarily an emotional experience. It's not a solid structure built on logic and reason. It's a storm, an experience, an emotional high that she never wants to come down from. You could be the most handsome, successful, well-dressed guy in the room, but if she doesn't feel something powerful when she's around you, she'll forget you faster than yesterday's news. This doesn't negate the importance of personal qualities. Integrity, intelligence, and ambition are undoubtedly valuable attributes. However, their impact is often mediated by the emotional context in which they are presented. A man with a strong moral compass who evokes feelings of safety and security will be far more attractive than a man with the same qualities who is emotionally distant or unavailable. Similarly, a successful man who inspires feelings of admiration and excitement will be more desirable than a successful man who is arrogant or condescending. Psychologists call this emotional imprinting. It's the reason a woman can meet two men on the same day. One who says all the right things but bores her, and another who teases her, challenges her, and makes her laugh until she can't breathe. Guess who she'll be thinking about that night? The latter. It's not fair, right? You could be the better choice, the safer option, the more loyal man. And yet, she'll always choose the man who makes her feel alive. This is where most guys fail. They try to impress her with accomplishments. They try to convince her with logic. But the men who women actually obsess over create an emotional roller coaster, a mix of tension, excitement, mystery, and comfort. They make her chase the high. This concept can be challenging to grasp, particularly for men who are accustomed to approaching relationships from a more logical perspective. It requires a shift in mindset, a willingness to prioritize emotional connection over superficial displays of value. It's not about pretending to be someone you're not, but about understanding how your actions and words are perceived and how they impact a woman's emotional state. Ever wondered why women always go back to their exes, even when they swear they're done? It's not because of who he is. It's because of how he made her feel. The emotional memories, both positive and negative, are powerful and enduring. They create a sense of familiarity and intensity that can be difficult to replicate in a new relationship. This isn't to say that all exes are worth revisiting. In fact, often the opposite is true. However, it highlights the importance of understanding the emotional legacy of past relationships and the impact they can have on future connections. The key is to become the architect of your own emotional impact, consciously shaping the feelings you evoke in a woman through your words, actions, and overall presence. This requires a deep understanding of feminine psychology, a willingness to experiment and adapt, and a genuine desire to connect on a deeper level. Sign 2. The paradox of pursuit. Why chasing kills attraction. The second sign unveils a counterintuitive truth. The more you chase, the less she feels. This principle challenges the traditional notion that persistent pursuit is the key to winning a woman's affection. In reality, excessive pursuit often has the opposite effect, diminishing your perceived value and creating a dynamic of imbalance. Let me ask you something. Have you ever sent a text and waited hours for a reply? Have you ever felt that slow-burning anxiety, wondering if she's losing interest? These feelings are universal, and they highlight the power of anticipation in human attraction. Now flip it around. Have you ever had someone too available for you? Someone who texted back instantly? Someone who said yes to everything you asked? How'd that make you feel? The answer, for most people, is a sense of diminished interest. The readily available attention loses its value, and the relationship becomes predictable and uninspiring. Women are wired for anticipation. A man who is always there, always texting, always available creates zero tension, and tension is what makes attraction electric. This concept is rooted in basic human psychology. We don't value what we already have. We crave what we might lose. The minute she knows she has you, her brain relaxes, and when her brain relaxes, attraction fades. This isn't about playing games or intentionally withholding affection. Rather, it's about maintaining a healthy sense of self-respect and independence. It's about demonstrating that your life is full and meaningful, even without her constant presence. When a man chases, he destroys the very thing that could make her fall for him. It's a paradox, but it's a fundamental truth of human attraction. High-value men never chase. They lead. They let a woman come to them, and when she does, they don't give her everything at once. They create mystery. They make her wonder. Because the second she stops wondering about you, she starts forgetting you. This requires a shift in mindset from seeking validation to exuding confidence. It's about recognizing your own worth and refusing to settle for a relationship dynamic that feels unbalanced or unfulfilling. It's about setting healthy boundaries and communicating your needs and expectations clearly. The art of attraction lies in creating a dynamic of mutual investment, where both parties are actively engaged and contributing to the relationship. This requires a delicate balance of availability and independence, of expressing interest without becoming overly eager or demanding. It's about creating a sense of intrigue and anticipation, while still maintaining a genuine connection. The key is to focus on becoming the best version of yourself, pursuing your passions, and living a life that is both fulfilling and meaningful. When you radiate confidence, purpose, and self-respect, you will naturally attract others to you. Sign 3. Beyond nice. The allure of the unshakable man. The third sign confronts the nice guy epidemic, a phenomenon that has plagued countless well-intentioned men. You see, women say they want a nice guy, but what they really mean is they want a man who is kind but not weak. A lot of guys make this mistake. They think being nice means saying yes to everything. They think it means never disagreeing, never taking the lead, never standing their ground. But let me ask you this. Would you respect a man who never challenges you? Would you trust a leader who always bends? Of course not. Because here's the secret. Women are drawn to strength. Not physical strength, but emotional strength. The kind of man who doesn't flinch under pressure, the kind of man who doesn't beg for approval, the kind of man who can walk away from anyone, even her if he has to. The term nice guy has become loaded with negative connotations, often associated with men who are overly eager to please, lacking in self-confidence, and resentful of women. This is a far cry from genuine kindness, which is a valuable and essential quality in any relationship. The problem lies in the motivation behind the niceness. If it's driven by a desire for approval or a fear of rejection, it will ultimately be perceived as weakness and inauthenticity. This is why women are addicted to Stoic men. A man who isn't reactive, a man who stays calm in chaos, a man who, when she tests him because, she will test him, doesn't fold like wet paper. Stoicism, in this context, is not about being emotionless or indifferent. Rather, it's about cultivating emotional resilience, self-control, and a clear sense of values. It's about maintaining a steady and unwavering presence, even in the face of adversity. A woman doesn't need another friend. She doesn't need a therapist. She needs a man who stands firm when everything else is shaking. This requires a deep understanding of your own emotions, a willingness to confront your fears, and a commitment to living in accordance with your values. It's about developing the inner strength to withstand pressure, to resist temptation, and to remain true to yourself, regardless of external circumstances. It's about becoming the kind of man who inspires confidence, respect, and trust. The allure of the unshakable man lies in his ability to provide a sense of security and stability. In a world that is often chaotic and unpredictable, women are drawn to men who can offer a safe harbor, a source of unwavering support. This doesn't mean being controlling or domineering. Rather, it means providing a sense of groundedness and reliability. It means being someone she can count on, someone who will stand by her side through thick and thin. The key is to cultivate inner strength, emotional resilience, and a clear sense of purpose. When you radiate these qualities, you will naturally attract women who are seeking a partner who can provide stability, support, and unwavering loyalty. Sign 4. The story of you. The power of perception over reality. The fourth sign delves into the subjective nature of love, revealing that love is a game of perception, not reality. This concept can be unsettling, as it challenges the notion that relationships are based on objective truths. You might think a woman falls for you because of who you are, what you do, or how you treat her. But here's the hard truth. She's not falling in love with you. She's falling in love with the story she's created about you in her mind. Psychologists call this cognitive projection, the tendency for people to project their own emotions, desires, and expectations onto others. This phenomenon is pervasive in human relationships. We rarely see others as they truly are. Instead, we see them through a filter of our own experiences, beliefs, and desires. This can lead to both positive and negative outcomes. On the one hand, it can enhance our feelings of connection and intimacy as we project our ideal qualities onto our partner. On the other hand, it can lead to misunderstandings, disappointment, and even resentment as we discover that our projections don't align with reality. When a woman meets you, she's not experiencing you as you actually are. She's experiencing you through a lens, a perception shaped by her past, her insecurities, her fantasies, and her subconscious beliefs. This is why a woman can go from being deeply in love to completely indifferent seemingly overnight. It's not that you changed, it's that her perception of you changed, and perception is everything. Think about it like this. Have you ever heard a woman describe a guy she's obsessed with? She'll say things like, "He's so mysterious. He just gets me. I can't stop thinking about him." Now take the same guy and put him in a different context, one where he's too available, too predictable, too desperate to please. Suddenly she'll start saying things like, "He's kind of boring. I feel like I've outgrown him. Something is just off." The man didn't change, the frame did. This requires a shift in mindset from trying to be someone you're not to consciously shaping the narrative you present to the world. It's about understanding how your actions, words, and overall presence are interpreted and how they contribute to the story a woman creates about you in her mind. A woman's emotions don't respond to logic. They respond to the narrative in her mind. And here's where most men go wrong. They let that narrative develop randomly, without any control. They don't shape how she perceives them. They let her emotions dictate everything. And once she mentally places you in the safe or predictable category, it's game over. The key is to become the author of your own narrative, consciously shaping the perceptions that others have of you. This doesn't mean being dishonest or manipulative. Rather, it means being intentional about how you present yourself and how you communicate your values, beliefs, and desires. It's about understanding the power of framing and using it to your advantage. The goal is to create a narrative that is both compelling and authentic, one that resonates with a woman's deepest desires and inspires her to connect with you on a deeper level. Sign 5. The foundation of forever. The overriding importance of safety. The fifth and final sign reveals a fundamental truth about lasting love. If she feels safe, she'll never leave. After everything we've covered, the emotional high, the mystery, the perception, there's one final truth about love that overrides everything else. At her core, a woman doesn't stay because of how much she loves you. She stays because she feels safe. Now, I'm not just talking about physical safety. That's a given. I'm talking about emotional safety. The deep, subconscious certainty that when she's with you, she's protected both from the outside world and from her own emotional chaos. This is the bedrock upon which all lasting relationships are built. Without it, the other elements of attraction, the excitement, the mystery, the passion, will eventually crumble. Emotional safety is not about being perfect or never making mistakes. It's about creating a space where a woman feels comfortable being vulnerable, expressing her emotions openly, and trusting that you will be there to support her, even when she's at her worst. Think about it like this. Women are naturally more emotionally fluid than men. Their emotions shift like the tide. One day they're passionate and obsessed. The next they're distant and unsure. This isn't manipulation, it's biology. Their brains process emotion differently, which means their feelings are always in motion. And in a world where her emotions are constantly shifting, the one thing she craves more than anything is a man who is unshakable. This is where the true power of Stoicism comes in. Most men think being emotionally strong means being distant or emotionless. That's wrong. The strongest men aren't cold, they're consistent. Consistency, predictability, and unwavering support are the hallmarks of emotional safety. A woman feels safe when she knows you don't break under pressure, you don't lash out when things go wrong, you don't let her emotions dictate your emotions. This requires a deep understanding of your own emotional landscape, a willingness to manage your reactions, and a commitment to providing a stable and supportive presence. Think about the most attractive men in history, the men women wrote love letters to, chased for years, never got over. They weren't just physically strong or rich, they had a presence, a deep, calm, steady energy that made a woman feel like nothing could shake them. That's the kind of man women stay loyal to. The man who, even when she's having one of her worst days, still carries himself with grace and control. This is not about suppressing your emotions or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about cultivating emotional resilience, self-awareness, and a genuine desire to support your partner. It's about becoming the kind of man who can weather any storm, providing a sense of stability and security in a world that is often chaotic and unpredictable. Now here's where most men screw up. When a woman gets emotional, they either try to fix her emotions, which makes her feel like she's not being heard, or get emotional back, which makes her feel like she has to manage her feelings instead of her own. Both of these kill attraction. The right move is to stay calm, stay present, stay firm. If a woman tests you, throws a tantrum, or gets irrational, the worst thing you can do is panic. The best thing you can do is hold your ground and stay relaxed. This doesn't mean you tolerate disrespect. It means you show her through your actions that no matter what storm she's going through, you are the one constant she can rely on. This requires a deep understanding of your own boundaries, a willingness to assert yourself respectfully, and a commitment to maintaining a calm and centered presence, even in the face of emotional volatility. And when a woman realizes that she won't just love you, she won't just desire you, she'll never want to leave you. Because at the end of the day, the women who stay, the ones who never lose interest, never stray, never stop being in love, are the ones who have found a man who makes them feel safe in a way no other man can. This is the ultimate goal, to create a relationship built on trust, respect, and unwavering support. It's about becoming the kind of partner who inspires loyalty, devotion, and a deep sense of connection. It's about creating a love that is both passionate and enduring, a love that can withstand the test of time. Key takeaways: mastering the art of connection. Prioritize emotional impact. Focus on how you make a woman feel, not just on what you say or do. Embrace the paradox of pursuit. Avoid excessive chasing. Let her come to you. Cultivate unshakable strength. Be kind, but not weak. Stand firm in your values. Shape the narrative. Be intentional about the story you tell and the perceptions you create. Provide unwavering safety. Create a space where she feels emotionally secure and supported. Conclusion: the Stoic path to enduring love. The principles outlined in this essay offer a framework for understanding the complexities of female attraction and long-term relationship dynamics. However, it's essential to remember that these are not merely techniques to be applied, but rather insights to be integrated into your overall approach to life. The goal is not to manipulate or deceive, but to cultivate genuine connections based on mutual respect, trust, and shared values. This requires a commitment to self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and a willingness to embrace vulnerability. The path to enduring love is not paved with superficial charm or fleeting displays of affection. It's built on a foundation of inner strength, emotional resilience, and an unwavering commitment to providing a safe and supportive space for your partner to thrive. This is the Stoic Guide. Stay sharp, stay stoic, and let them chase. It's about becoming the kind of man who is worthy of love, respect, and unwavering devotion. It's about creating a life that is both fulfilling and meaningful, a life that attracts others to you naturally. It's about embracing the challenge of self-improvement, cultivating your passions, and connecting with others in a way that is both authentic and inspiring. The journey is not always easy, but the rewards are immeasurable. By embracing the principles of Stoicism, you can cultivate the inner strength, emotional resilience, and unwavering commitment to create a life filled with love, passion, and enduring connection. The choice is yours. Embrace the challenge, embrace the uncertainty, and embrace the opportunity to become the architect of your own destiny.